This program is intended for mature audiences only and contains strong or potentially offensive language of an adult and sexual nature. So, listener discretion advised.
The views and opinions expressed on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City do not reflect those of Vegas All Night Radio or its affiliates.
All music, stories, and characters are the sole property of their creators and are protected under international copyright laws.
Sierra, Alexia, Mama, and Sweet Cheeks are personalities put on for your entertainment.
The stories are real. The language is explicit. The behavior is unbelievable.
If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen.
Watch out for
Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Alexia, and Mama.
Good evening, Las Vegas, and people around the world.
And all you motherfuckers we love in Canada.
Tiny little penises.
Canada, love you, Canada.
I love Canada. I want to move to Canada.
You do?
I do.
Canada?
Too cold there.
Yeah?
Oh, it's freezing fucking in Canada.
It gets cold here.
No, not like here. Oh, no. Canada is like
below zero.
Freeze your titties off.
Well,
okay?
it is closer to North Pole.
Exactly. I mean, I'll tell you, I drove with a friend of mine to get a Robotron machine to Toronto, Canada, and coming home, it was a blizzard.
What the hell's a Robotron?
It's an... Ooh. You mean I know something geekness that you don't?
Yeah, what is a Robotron?
It's an old arcade machine where you eat the guys and fire them. If you look it up, it's an old video game.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you went to Canada to go get it.
So he was buying it from somebody else, and so when we head out, it was like an 8-hour
you lived
drive.
in what, Wisconsin anyway, right?
Michigan.
Michigan.
I did live in Michigan.
Still
so
cold
we
as
went
tits.
to Canada, and where I lived in the Michigan, it was you could go over. I mean, it took 20 minutes to get to the bridge to go over Canada.
I want to move somewhere where there's 4 distinct seasons.
Well, Michigan has that.
What you want is the middle of America, the Midwest. That's where your 4 distinct seasons are going to come from. If you go so far north, it will be much too cold for there to be a real summer. It'll only be spring-like most of the time. If you go too far south, it'll be too much summer, not enough winter. What you want is that midline. I'll draw you a circle on a map, but it's basically like Ohio, Iowa, Kentucky.
You know, before I met Mike, I was
that little area there.
I was researching a move to North Carolina.
North Carolina would be nice.
North Carolina's very pretty.
I wanted to live near the coast.
A lot of hurricanes hit the Carolinas.
Hurricanes.
I can leave. I'm not tied to anything.
I lived in a bunch of, I moved a lot. I mean, when I was 19, I dropped out of college, got on a Greyhound bus with a couple of friends and moved to Colorado. From Colorado, where did I go from Colorado? Colorado, I went to Indiana. So I started Michigan, Colorado, Indiana, then went to Texas. Then had a baby, got married, had a baby, and put my husband into the nut house in Texas, and went back to Michigan, and then came out to Las Vegas.
Why did you move so much?
The first one, I don't know. I kind of had vagabond shoes for a while.
It wasn't because of work or anything.
No,
it was
it was.
Just got a hair up your butt and decided to move?
Exactly. Just vagabond shoes. And, at the time I was 19 and leaving it. My mom was like, "You're going to get out there and you're too damn stubborn. You'll be on Skid Row and not call us." So, but no.
Did you start over everywhere you went?
Yes. But it was okay. It's every move. Well, and I was at a good age because every move I made, I got a little older, a little mature, had a little more work experience under me. So it kind of just got better as it went along. But yeah, for a while there. Now I wouldn't do it again just because I don't want to go any place where it's cold. It's almost too cold here for me. And if I live to be 100,
we'll be visiting her in a couple years, living down in Cozumel or something.
Now Hawaii, Mexico, if I could find me a sugar daddy to take me away to a beach somewhere, then all bets are off. Okay, but
Senorita Fat One.
My plan is you guys know my little house. If I live to be 100, you guys come visit me. I'll still be in that little house. Okay.
So you're done to traveling then?
I'm done moving. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Why? I don't need to do that anymore. And my daughter. Then it got to the point that I couldn't really move because she was here and established, and now my grandson's here and they're established. So I'll be here. I ain't saying I traveling or.
Yeah.
Find a sugar daddy.
We
And
did a lot of road
family can
trips.
keep you anchored a little bit. That's the only reason I
can.
never moved away from Vegas. Well, I went to Colorado for a little while and lived in Grand Junction, which I loved.
I
Grand
lived in
Junction.
Colorado I loved Colorado. I got married the first time in Colorado. But there again, it snows, and I don't want to live nowhere where it snows anymore.
I'm a little afraid to go back to Colorado.
Why?
All the shootings.
Oh,
Well, Colorado people, I mean, you're right. What is there's
don't know.
actually a discussion on CNN about how many of those crazy
It's
shootings
the
are
altitude.
in Colorado.
it's the altitude.
You think so?
Crazy
Yeah.
fucks.
It's
Crazy
the
fucks
lack of
live there. That's why I
oxygen.
had to move.
It's the lack of oxygen to their brains, and
Are
now
there
they're
s-
killing him the rest of the way with. Well, they have a legal weed shortage in Colorado right now.
I know.
What?
A legal weed shortage. Like, there's
Oh
not
my
enough
God, I
weed
could
for
not-
people.
Well, it's because it's legalized, and everybody's like, let's buy some weed.
Hey,
I wonder if there are actual studies about living at altitude. Because I know you have to cook your food different when you
It
live
does.
that high.
You do. Because I lived there. You had to follow the high altitude on your cake mixes and all that kind of stuff.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
You may have something there, Sierra.
I think it's the altitude. I
That's
think
what makes
it's-
people go postal or go shooting
Yeah.
up schools and movie theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That, and there's only two things to do in Colorado: fucking have weed, and if they're out of weed, then they can, all they can do
Colorado's
is
a
fuck.
big-
And if
there's a lot
everybody's
of
fucking
farming
everybody else,
There's
there.
a lot to. It's beautiful.
It
You
is.
can ski. There's a lot of nice. Oh,
The
ski
streets
resorts.
roll up at 9 o'clock, but
exactly.
8:30.
Yeah, Denver. If you're downtown Denver, there's like maybe one restaurant open late at night. At least that's how it used to be when I lived there. But
I went to visit my dad when he had his heart attack in Florida,
Mhm.
and that's a very small state. I don't know if you've ever been to Florida, but I landed.
I've been to Florida a lot. My
I landed
grandparents
in
lived there.
Orlando, and my dad lived in a place called Deltona, which is over by Daytona, which is like 20 minutes from Daytona, which is on the right side of the state if you're looking at a map. And then my other uncle lived in Tampa Bay, which was on the other side. It only took us an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah, it's a skinny
So,
state.
yeah.
It's a skinny state,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can-
long from top
It was
to
very
bottom.
cool. Tampa was very
Florida's
cool.
nice. I've been to Florida many, many, many times, and
The only thing that keeps me out of the Gulf and southern coastal region of America is the hurricanes.
does that really fear you?
Well-
to
well,
stop you from moving there?
I'm not worried about being hit by a hurricane. I'm worried about losing everything I have in a hurricane, and that's the thing you have to worry about, especially with here. I'm going to go on a little ecological rant. The climate is changing, whether that's because humans are assholes or whether it's just because it's a natural part of the Earth's cycle. Nobody really knows for sure. All we know is that the Earth's cycle is changing, and
Right.
we are getting more fiercer hurricanes in that region. And it's kind of why I wouldn't move there. I would if I knew I could afford to rebuild every couple of years. If I knew that I could afford to buy all new furniture again in 3 years because the hurricane's going to sweep through and tear everything
See, you
up.
know what's funny about that is because if I made a decision to move for whatever reason, work, a man, like I do that.
You can't even go on you can't even commit to a second date.
Well, I can't even commit. Wait, we had to talk about the club last night, but anyway, that's another story. You know what? I would just go, okay, I'm going. I wouldn't even think about like that.
When I was researching before I met Cali Guy, I was seriously thinking of moving to Kentucky.
Oh my! I've been to Kentucky. I have relatives. My dad's from Kentucky.
Kentucky is
It
beautiful.
is beautiful. It's very green and very beautiful.
And very temperate.
Yes.
It's got a pretty even temperature throughout the year, pretty even level of humidity throughout the
Yes.
year. There's
It's
not a lot of
It's very nice.
it is not a
Kentucky.
state of extreme weathers, and that's what I don't like. I hate the heat. I absolutely detest it
See, I love it.
when it gets so hot. I don't mind humidity. What I do mind is humidity in the heat of 120 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we get here every year.
Well, but see, if you live in Michigan, like you get off the airplane from here in the summer, it's like breathing cream.
Yeah.
The humidity is so high.
I'm kind of okay with that. And so I was really researching it. One of the reasons I had settled on Kentucky, Louisville specifically, was the weather, but also because it's this in this really great region of the country where it's not quite the south, it's not quite the north. You kind of get this great socioeconomic blend of both. Land is ridiculously cheap there. There was a building for sale in downtown Louisville, right in the middle of their arts district. It looks like a U. And the bottom part of the U, like a kind of like a pixeled U, just like a squared U, the bottom part of the U was 3 different retail fronts.
Oh.
And the right side of the U was a 2-storied 3-bedroom apartment. And the left side of the U was a 2-bedroom apartment and a 1-bedroom apartment.
Oh, wow.
The whole thing. You want to know how much they wanted for the whole thing, including the yard in the back and the parking? The whole thing, less than $150,000 for the whole building and the land it was on.
And you had income property there, too.
And you could have rented every one of those retail spaces down there, and I only needed the 2-bedroom apartment, so I was going to rent the 1-bedroom and the 3-bedroom. All of that would have paid for every utility in the building. All of I researched, when I decided I was going to move somewhere, I researched school districts, then I researched the weather, because that's the big thing for me, is like, I don't want to be in a place where there is a more than 50% chance that I'm going to have to rebuild because of inclement weather. Like a tornado tears everything apart. A hurricane comes through and floods your house or whatever. And the other thing was living along any river basin, you have to worry about flooding, especially on the eastern side of the country. I didn't want to have to deal with all of that.
Many times I've never thought, okay, I'm going. Never thought about none of those things.
Well, I can live Spartan if I need to. And now with the advent of iPods and iPads, and all my books can go right on those, just so.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about photos, family precious photos anymore,
it's all
as long
good
as I've
with
got
you,
them all digitized. So I'm not worried about that too much anymore. Just make sure I got my iPad with me under my arm as I'm leaving.
Now, does the company you two work for all over the country?
Yes.
So you could technically
Just Southwest, I think. I don't think it's
No.
all over.
We own properties from Florida to California.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, so there's always a possibility of a transfer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
to see if they have anything in North Carolina. I think I'll check into that.
Yeah.
No, but they do in Florida.
Then you have to get your Skype together because you have to Skype into the show.
Yeah, I could do that.
She'll FaceTime us or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
she'll give
Time.
us some time.
I love tech. I love tech.
I know.
Love it. And, I have to stop myself from getting that feeling of, what is wrong with you, when I meet people who don't want to do tech?
Oh, you've done that to me a few times.
It is so hard.
You know what it is?
So hard.
It's not a matter of not doing it. It's a matter of the change. Okay, like for me,
Well, at least
I don't
you're
want to
open
take
to
the
it,
time. Yeah,
okay?
but and my problem, like, I just get a little anxiety because I like the fact that my tech I have now, I know. So, I don't want to be on that learning curve where, like, I don't know for a while. So
This actually segues into a great phone conversation I had with my grandmother today. She calls me as I'm going into the store to get milk, and she calls me, and this is why I love my grandmother. My grandmother is the bomb. She calls me and she goes, thinking about getting a new computer. I'm like, that's cool. She goes, can you explain to me what the difference is between AMD Core Pentium processor? Why am I paying $100 more for this computer than that computer?
oh, that's cool.
And I spent the entire conversation, my son's just tagging along behind me. I'm in the grocery store getting a half gallon of milk, and I'm telling her all of the texts, and she's reading me, what about this computer? And she's willing to learn. That's the one thing that my grandmother is 87 years old.
Oh my God.
She is buying a brand new laptop computer. She's like, she's like, I don't really need to pay for all this extra security stuff. I don't do my banking online or anything. I just, I send you emails and I do research.
Did you tell her to get a pad instead, since that's all she does?
No, because I think the touch screen stuff's just probably one step beyond where she really needs to go. She's replacing basically a desktop unit. She's not going to be carrying her computer
Laptop
around with her.
Right.
She's just going to be sitting at home in frigid ass Arkansas, where she lives right now, researching family tree shit. That's what she's going to be doing.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they got blizzarded in. They couldn't leave the house for 3 days. Not too long ago.
I remember growing up like that and being blizzarded in for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah,
at a
the
time.
roads were iced over. School shut down.
Well, I remember one time at school, it was like 60 below zero wind chill, and they actually closed the school down because of the snow drifts and the cost to heat the school at 60 fucking below.
Right.
Yeah, I went to a little Catholic school, that's kind of, we got to ask the archdiocese for some money to heat the school.
So that's the awesome part is having someone. I love older people who are willing to learn, especially when they call and they have questions and they're willing to stop and listen.
Right.
And let you explain it to them.
Now, see, my parents are like, okay, they're like early 70s. They don't have a computer. My dad's afraid to get to a computer because he's afraid he'd never leave it because he'd be researching everything. Okay. And my mom, so what they do is, it was so funny because when I was buying my house here, my dad was checking everything over. So I'd have to email it to my sister who would have to print it and then take it to my parents that day. So my mother will call me, go, are you in front of your computer? Look this up for me. Now she's calling me from Michigan to look up stuff for her on my computer. You know, and they won't buy one for themselves.
My mom does that too.
Yeah, exactly. They won't buy one.
No, they finally broke down and got one. I'm going to say probably around the turn of the century, right around the year 2000.
Yeah,
they got their very first computer.
And my nephew, he's 13, and he's always telling my parents, get a computer, get a computer. That's because he just wants something there when he comes over.
Here's how bad it was when they bought their first computer. Their mouse had one button on it.
Oh, really? I never even knew there was a thing.
Yeah, there. See my mouse? It is wireless. It has 2 buttons and a wheel and not connected to anything, and yet I can control my device with this thing. Their first mouse had one giant button on it, and just click. All you could do was left click. There was no right click. I had to give my grandmother a lesson when they got their second mouse that had 2 buttons on how to right click.
Right, and what it was for,
and what you could do for it.
Our guest is trying to find us. Tell me the name of the complex.
Marbella Business Complex.
Marbella. For those of you who are listening and want to join us.
I'm sorry, but Marbella.
Yes. It's probably a little dark to tell them it's
I
salmon.
I only drive in there, for the past 3 years, But heck if I knew what it said.
She asks me every week. She sends me a text and asks me what the address is.
And then what happens with that is I just forward it to the guest and I don't ever write it down. So I just know how to get here.
Remember back in the day when you would find something in the newspaper and you wanted to buy it and you called them and you arranged to go get it and they gave you directions to their house? Now they just give you their address because they know that you have some sort of device that will give you directions to their house.
Yeah, but I still give directions because we're upstairs in the back and you got to tell them where the stairs are because they're hidden. And if they need elevator, you have to tell them where that is. So I might as well give them everything anyway. And landmarks are good because people are visual. I mean, they'll read their maps, but they can't read it while they're in the car unless they have a talking one, right?
Right. I have a talking one,
and
I have a
2 people
mount.
texted me because our poor guest is trying to find the place. So
give them my number.
They're going up and down Sahara, I guess, trying to find us.
We're in between CarMax and Discount Tire across the street from
Sammy's
Wood Fired Pizza.
Between
Discount Tire and CarMax.
So I went and visited a very old friend today who owns a small store, or not today, but this week. And this was why I was talking about the technology thing. They're on Facebook, but they don't do the social media thing because somebody was taking care of their Facebook for a while and the only thing he did on it was play games.
Okay.
So it wasn't a business Facebook at all. And now it's kind of more of a personal, even though it's under the business name.
Okay.
And it's a profile, so it's an illegal Facebook page because you're supposed to only have personal people on the personal profile pages. So I offered my help when I went to go visit. I said, the way that the world is going today, you have to have a social media presence. You have to be out there. And there's so many things that you can do with social media today to bring people because you have a brick and mortar, which is kind of rare. And you have one, it's got a reputation already. All you got to do is let people know that you're there and then what you have to offer. And social media is the best way to do that.
She flat out refused.
pretty much.
See,
Why?
I know this business owner that you're talking about because I've done work for them.
It wasn't the female part. It wasn't the wife. It was the husband.
Well, I know these people that you're talking about. I've done work for them before. I built and designed their website.
They do have a website.
Yes. I built and designed that website in 2002. And no, because I didn't work for the company then. It had to have been 2000, right around 2000 or 2001. I built and designed their website for them without their knowledge and then told them they had a website. That's how I got it done. That's how they ended up on the internet. And it was less than 3 months after that they the half of their business comes from their website now.
Yeah.
50% of their business comes from their online sales now. That's the only reason they're still in business is because of the website that they have.
And I'm a girl who sold Yellow Page advertising for 20 years. And the only way that I look for a business is on the internet now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not on the internet, you ain't getting my money.
I remember the period of time in my life when I stopped doing Yellow Page stuff and just said, well, why don't I just check the internet? Why don't I just check Google?
It's right around the
Well, it's when I started
Right
doing that myself that I said, time to get out of the internet, the Yellow Page business,
right?
You know, because things are changing.
And that was a very fast transition.
It was.
And the reason I remember that is because I was a calligrapher, and 90% of my business came from the Yellow Pages, and then it stopped.
Right. Yeah, it was. I'm going to tell you something. In that business,
it was less than a 6-month period when the Yellow Pages died and the internet exploded.
I was just going to tell you, my income, I lost 50% of my income in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was making extremely good money, in sales for the Yellow Pages, but in a matter of 6 months, because of the change in the industry, my income went down 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then I went out and I went into the billboard business.
Right.
But...
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm gonna offer it again because I plan on going to see the wife again.
Yeah, because they have to. Is it a service industry business?
No.
Do you want
It's retail sales.
Do you want some backup? Because I know he likes me, and
Maybe.
I know
show some tits.
No, that's not what
not
it's
like
about.
that.
Not
No,
like that.
they still call me in regularly to help them out with shit.
Well, no,
So-
you didn't update the website for how long? It was just this year, right? That you went and updated their website.
I updated their PayPal account.
Oh, okay.
They had to change their email address because the company that they were using no longer exists.
Right.
And so I set them up with a Gmail account and had to change their PayPal. They've been basically maintaining the website themselves. It's really, the company that I work for, their website design software is really easy to use, but I would never pay for it.
She got a lifetime website from that
I did.
company.
I got a free lifetime website from that company as part of my separation package when I got laid off.
So what do you use that for?
I gave it to them.
Oh, I got you.
I donated it to them. I built and designed their website for them, gave it and said, look what I did for you. I did because I learned early on with those two that it is better to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only better, but much, much easier. Hi. Our guests are in.
We get so lost everywhere we go. And it doesn't take us an extra hour. We're like, how did we get here so fast?
Eliza and Ari, yeah. Irma or Alexia on the stroke.
Sierra.
Oh, our guests just walked in, everybody.
I think they can see.
Yeah, look at how beautiful they are.
Betty is.
They're so gorgeous.
There's other girls who are walking around somewhere.
Oh, okay. We got a full house
Full
tonight.
house. We have to go get some more chairs during the break here.
So-
Good.
Yeah, it's really the worst part is business people. Business people are the worst in trying to pull into the new age, and I don't know
Right.
why that is, especially when you can show proof to business owners who've already been sold on one aspect of
I've
the
been doing-
electronic
It's the learning
age.
curve.
No, I've been doing some research, and a lot of this is the number one thing that I get when I'm talking social media for selling your product. The number one feedback that I get is, I don't have time. That's the number one. And 2, I don't want everybody knowing my business.
Well, number
So wait,
one,
everybody knowing their business into the fact that for you to build that website and for you to do their social media, you will know too much about their business.
They have I think people have this conception that if they get on social media to hawk their business wares or services,
they have to talk about their bowel movement.
They're
every
going to
day.
be talking about their 3-year-old daughter, and they don't want pedophiles coming to get this. So I have to
my
sit there and
God.
tell these people, you don't have to put that up on the internet.
Right.
You have the choice of what people know about your business and about you. It's good to get personal because people like to buy from real people. That's the new selling tactic,
You're
right?
right.
You have to have a little bit of personal stuff. So you do the personal stuff like pictures around the office, who's running the phones today, who brought in gifts for you guys, and so that's the
Shop
personal
dogs.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll get you guys some more chairs.
But the number one thing is time. They think it's going to consume all their time. And the other thing is that they think it's going to get too personal for them. So anyway, so it's just really, really hard to talk to some people. They just aren't willing to embrace it. And I know that these girls here have embraced it 100%.
Oh, these girls are social media queens right here.
Right. So
Queens.
wait, now if you're going to bounce like that, you have to do it in camera
You gotta
view.
do it on camera. See, show everybody. Oh,
Very
cute.
cute.
Look at.
I got a really pretty dangly one with it, but wouldn't put it in till next month.
Oh, you got to wait for what? How much time?
6 weeks.
Is it like a pierced ear?
Maybe I know where my little pretty butterfly.
Can you get one of those, like they have those nipple tassels that go like this? You can get a belly tassel and do like that. There you go.
Do you guys want to take a little bit of an early?
Yeah,
We can do that. We're
break?
get chairs and get everybody seated.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit of an early break, and
We're going to have a great night tonight. You see, we have the studio pan for us. Studio full of love. Everybody wave at the camera over there. Lovely ladies. And we're going to talk to them all and find out all the trouble they're causing. And so we'll be right back. You're listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Stay tuned.
This is Alexia from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City radio show. Join myself and the ladies every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for real talk about real stories with real people. That's Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on your computers at VegasAllNetRadio.com because they won't let us on regular radio.
Mr. Santa Claus, in all this wind and snow, how do you get to all those places that you go?
Mr. Christmas, something quite mysterious. How'd you fly around the world so fast? Mr. Santa Claus, what's your secret, Santa Claus? How do you do your job, the world so fast? Mr. Santa Claus, when all the little children are asleep, sleep, sleep. Down the chimney, Santa's elves they creep with gifts for us. On Christmas Eve, Santa will help us. He put a mail Santa's sleigh, full of toys for Christmas Day. So remember, late December, the secret members of Santa's family. It's Santa's little helpers.
Leaving their gifts under the tree.
Mr. Santa Claus, the boss of all the elves, the CEO of the North Pole. Mr. Santa Claus, you don't think nature's lost. You got your pal Rudolph, take your time suit off. Santa Claus, when even all the grown-ups are asleep, sleep, sleep. There's jingles on the roof as reindeers leap, 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 leap. On Christmas Eve, Santa's little helpers, he put a mail Santa's sleigh, full of toys for Christmas Day. So remember, late December, the secret members of Santa's family. Little helpers.
Pulling old Santa's sleigh. Hey, hey,
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, as it was in the olden days. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, may your New Year's dreams come true.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome back, y'all. You're listening to the 2-time award-winning.
Hey, I've decided to play Christmas music during the breaks instead of commercials. So
Okay. Well,
except for ours, because I usually when I edit the show, I cut out all the commercials anyway, and
we got some pretty fucking funny commercials.
we do.
I know.
Except for ours. No, ours are still there.
Can
It's
we
all
listen
the
to-
ones for Vegas.
Can we
on
hear
it.
Melakaliki Maka is the thing to
What's the name of the song or who the artist?
Melakaliki Maka.
I'll see if I can find it.
Bing Crosby.
Is it Bing Crosby?
He did the original.
Okay.
But that's a Hawaiian Christmas, so
All right.
I'm really good with
then.
that. Y'all, we have sitting before us Miss Eliza Allure. Yay, Eliza. We met Eliza back at FanFest. That was a long time ago we met you. You're fairly new to Vegas, aren't you?
Yeah, I moved here last January.
Okay.
January
So you're
1st?
almost a year.
Mhm.
Almost a year. So
I came in October for the first time, and I saw all the amazing models. And
seems like
how
all
it's
the models
easy
are
to work
moving here to
and
Vegas.
I moved within a few months.
Moved from what area?
New Mexico.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah,
like
that's
New
not a
Mexico?
big- that's
Is
not a
that
big
like all
epic
hippie
for-
people live there?
Yes, they
It is
do.
all hippie people living there.
It is a bunch of
Yogurt
crazy
crunching.
hardcore.
Isn't
would love
that
it.
kind
I
of
mean,
like
it's-
Portland is like that? They're all
Is
kind
there
of
a lot of marijuana there too? Are they the next place to legalize it?
There is a lot of marijuana.
There's a lot of marijuana
I mean, there's a
everywhere.
lot of marijuana everywhere. I would tell you some stories.
Well, I would think
but-
if they're hippies. The places that I think of marijuana, I think of California, of course, Portland, Colorado now.
Belvedere Street.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, New York.
You'd be surprised here.
Portland. Yeah.
I
Here.
smoke
Well,
weed every single
we're
day.
sort of an extension of LA here. Almost everybody I meet is from LA or drive back and forth from LA.
Right.
It's just
it's
so
like a-
ridiculous that they don't legalize marijuana.
They will.
because-
I am telling
yeah,
you.
I
It's
mean,
going
a
to be
lot
on
of
our
these
ballot. They
states
will.
that are in financial trouble.
If the federal government legalized it, they could sell a pack of 20 marijuana cigarettes for $40 a pack. 37 of those dollars is tax dollars. The other $3 is what it costs
They
to
would
make
sell
that.
it for a
They
lot
would
more than
sell-
that. 20 marijuana cigarettes. That would,
every person
that
I
would
know-
be
hell of a
good of
deal
it.
for $40. Yeah.
Trust me.
Every person
I buy
I
an
know.
eighth for about $60 every single day.
Yeah.
Times that by 30. That's just for me. And then
Every
you add
person
in
I know.
my friends.
Hey guys, there's seats here, seats there, seats there. Who did you bring with you? Eliza?
I have a bunch of new cam models
Okay.
that I've been, meeting places, and they're like, how do I get in the industry? How do I start? So we've started blogging and, going through the process with them. We're going to be video blogging it and helping out these other models. So.
Good. You have to pretend that's your favorite cock. I don't think that's a problem for you, girlfriend.
We'll act like it's a clit, okay? I'm like, I had enough cock this week, guys. I just got back from Miami, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was shooting.
You shoot for Plumper Pass.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
It's always fun, except I get banged the fuck up. I have so many bruises right now.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
she did come in and almost fall, and she goes, "I forgot to tell you guys, I'm very clumsy."
Oh yeah, and I'm not wearing stilettos either, so.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. I have some pretty insane shoes, and I call them photo shoot shoes
What is-
because I can't wear them anywhere else.
What
Except if
what
you're
is
laying on your
what
back,
is
right?
the worst clumsy moment for you?
I mean, there's so many of them. Like
Recently.
honestly,
Like the worst one. Like, did you ever break a bone or end up in the hospital or?
When I was 5, I slid across wet pavement and split my chin open. I broke my pinky playing basketball. At AVN, it was really, really funny. You know how like they have the little wire cord cover things?
Yeah.
It's supposed to make it so you don't trip over those. Well, I still tripped over those. And I knocked down this like maybe 100-pound little girl. She's all in like her little underwear, and I throw my Starbucks all over her, and she's helping me get up, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I was just wondering because I didn't know if I should keep my distance from you
I would.
or.
I would.
Actually,
I mean,
I
unless
don't
you
think
want
it's
me
too
on top
bad.
of you. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, now that's all right.
I don't think it's too bad though. I think your clumsiness isn't that.
Yeah, I try to balance. Well, because I'm big everywhere except for my ankles. I have the tiniest little ankles.
You know
in
what,
the
girl?
world.
I'm the same way. Like, look, like for what I weigh, look at these ankles. They are not that big.
Hell,
See,
it's up with this.
But you know what? Actually, it's
better. See
good.
this?
You know what? Because
Okay,
we
so-
don't have swelled ankles. A lot of girls have swelled ankles. So you drink a lot of water?
Yes.
So do I. So that's probably why we don't have swelled
Yeah.
The only little part on me is my ankle.
I wish it was a little bit bigger.
You wish your ankles were bigger?
Yes.
So they could support you?
Well, because I have these fabulous heels. I mean, I have a shoe addiction, and I cannot wear them anywhere.
You know what? I had to give up heels years ago. I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm a fat chick, flip flops. I'm good.
Right. That's the one thing I did like when I was pregnant, because nobody had anything to say to me about not wearing heels. Because what are you going to say? Oh,
Well,
you're
when
pregnant.
I moved to Vegas, it was great because I was in a professional job, but I could still wear flip flops with my cute little skirts and stuff, and I still looked professional. So, yeah, I had to
That
give
is-
up the heels.
That is one of the upsides to living in a warmer climate is you pretty much can wear flip-flops year round.
Yeah. So, Eliza, do you want to introduce your friends who are here?
Yes.
We'll get the camera scan
Right
in.
now, one of them is still coming up with her stage name.
Oh,
but
okay.
She's lovely.
So we'll just call her to be announced.
The mysterious girl. Mysterious girl in black.
Is that over here?
Over here
Wait
in
a
the
minute.
corner.
Can we show your purse, darling? You guys, take. You're gonna love this, Alexia. Do you see this purse?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
An
God.
old cigar case. My friend makes these here in town.
It's pretty awesome.
How
Very
awesome is that?
cute.
I love the fist thing for the handle.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah,
It's
brass
not
knuckles.
big enough,
They're
though.
Plastic brass knuckles.
Oh,
I
don't
mean,
need them, but yeah.
I'd have to carry around like a whole
this is
freaking
to be
tree trunk.
announced. This is to be announced right
Carry
here,
all my
right?
crap.
And this is
I am Betty Boobs.
Betty Boobs.
Show us
Yes,
why, Betty.
Betty Boobs.
Show us why you're Betty Boobs.
44J.
She has some
40,
pretty
wait a minute,
fantastic.
44J. Nice.
Oh, and that's still, she still needs to go get professionally measured because I still think they're
I thought you were
insanely
about
bigger.
to say, and she's still growing.
Well, I am feeding her. I did take her grocery shopping the first
Make
night
sure
she
that
came
you
over.
take pictures of those progressions. And we have
Ari
Ari
Fresco,
Fresco.
who we also met at
we did. We
FanFest.
also met at FanFest.
Yes, I'm so excited. Ari's like a staple in my life. She's over at my house every single day, helping me take care of my baby. She's just there all the time.
That's good. It's always good to have a friend like that.
Right.
It takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village. Tell me.
We haven't slept today. We're on energy drinks yet, so. And I don't, when did
So
we go to
why
bed
why
yesterday?
haven't you slept? What have you guys been doing?
Sitting around watching Netflix, smoking weed.
Screw up your day. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm over here with the naughtiest thoughts in the world, like imagining you two like really Netflix and weed. God, guys, come on.
well.
Yeah, we thought you were like sexing all day or something.
Yeah, so talk dirty all day. We do like a flirt. No, I could change that if we hang out.
Yeah, we do that a
Do
lot.
that thing with your tongue again.
I was just like,
look at
that's
that.
a really long tongue. I
was
got
thinking
distracted.
the same thing. Do you like girls?
Very much.
Oh, see?
Okay, so the way I met her was I was like at the club and I'm like, oh, you're hot. Let's fuck.
I introduced her to my husband. She's like, oh my God, you're married. We need to fuck. And I'm like, huh? Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, let's
She's like,
fuck.
we're married. Let's fuck. I'm like, you like I'm confused. Who's fucking and how?
I'm sorry, I solicit all my friends.
All of our fans want you guys to give out your Twitter handles. So
Never.
They're already ready for that, huh?
Mhm.
Oh my God, they're like, Twitter handles, they're Twittering you now. Twittering?
Tweet. They're
Tweeting.
twattering
Yeah,
us.
that just shows my age.
You're twittering my
They're
twat.
twittering all your twats.
Whoa. Okay. So, do you want to do that now, girls? Give out your Twitter.
Okay, Eliza, Allure. That's pretty easy.
ELIZAALLURE. So
That
For those-
spells
And Betty
Eliza.
Boobs, do you have one yet?
I've been listening to way too many kids songs.
Betty Boobs.
Betty Boobs,
XXX. Ari? Ari?
It's Ari Fresco.
Sorry about that.
XXX.
There we
Yes,
go.
they're
No-
very
no- no
progressive.
underscore?
It's, to be announced.
She doesn't know yet.
I think
TBA.
I
Check back on my stuff and I will be
TBA.
Either that or Miss
To be
Mischief.
announced.
Miss Mischief. Yes.
Miss
Actually, my
Mischief,
Twitter
that's
now
a
is
good
Mischief
name.
in Vegas, and I have like 600 followers.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a social media.
That's
Good.
cool.
We
I'm
all
in
are
everything
right
kind of
now.
whore, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
like
gonna say
deep,
in other
like
whore.
deep. My
We like whores.
I like sluts because I don't want to pay for it.
Well, I don't know. I don't give it away for free. So.
Yeah, exactly. Time is money, girl.
Come on, let's do it for free.
So, Eliza, do you ever go to any of the BBW clubs here in town? Do you ever hit them up? And
You know, I've been slacking on it just because of the baby. Being pregnant, I couldn't really party. But now I'm trying to get into the swing of going out to the events and different things like that.
You gonna
In
be-
January, it's going to be jam packed. I'm going to be hosting a couple burlesque events and different
Here
things
in
at
town,
Planet.
here in Vegas?
Yeah, at Planet Hollywood. There's a burlesque event that travels the country, and my friend, she wanted me to host it for a couple
Very
days. so-
cool.
Yeah, and then
Well, make sure we get that information. we can help you put. We can help you post it.
I think it's sold out, is what she said, but you know, I'll see if I can. Yeah, yeah.
It's inside Sin City Theater, because if it is, because the guy who runs that runs Porn Star Tweet, and my husband works there, and I can get you guys. Just saying. If
There
it's
you
in
go.
there, I can. But
I don't. I'm not.
We know Pete.
sure.
We know
I'm
Pete.
not exactly up on the details right now, but I will get it for you.
Really?
Yeah, Pete was here
On
a
the
couple
show.
weeks ago. Oh yeah, Pete
Yeah.
loves
With
us.
Platinum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, his is the naughty comedy show, right?
Yes.
It's
Sin City Comedy. Yeah.
And Burlesque, which
I did go to
absolutely-
that event.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
it was
does.
quite
Yes,
funny.
my husband met you.
Yes, I was hoping there would be like what is the
The burlesque is it's because it's a Vegas burlesque. 'cause
Right.
I have a hard time with it because all my friends here are burlesque, like all
Right.
my friends. Then they're the freaking gorgeous ones. So what they do there is kind of like a Vegas-sized burlesque. So
Yes, it
they don't
was
even
very
kind of face
Disney
it, which is very
burlesque, if you can say that.
chase you with the
I was
car.
surprised that the girls were not
I have gag
um,
reflex, so
as
No,
dirty
they're
as I
like-
would like.
they're Las Vegas showgirl types.
Oh.
And I
okay,
constantly
okay,
my
okay.
husband going, really?
Like, come on,
But they
you
had a
can't
Monday
do that
night
already.
with the Swinging Pedestrians where they brought girls in, like Ivana Blaze and a couple of my other friends.
Yeah.
Ivana
No,
Blaze.
Ivana Blaze smoking. That's
Ivana Blaze.
yeah. I wonder what she does.
Well, check
What a
out
great name.
Chelsea
Ivana
Lavone.
Cock.
She is the burlesque.
If I ever do
dancer
porn,
who's
that's
going
going to be
be-
my name.
You know
Nice,
Chelsea Lavone?
Ivana
Yeah.
Cock.
What's
She's
gonna be your
gonna
name?
be named
Ivana Cock?
Ivana Cock.
Oh, that's a great porn name, Ivana. I like it.
Ivana Cock Boys.
I like that. Yeah. If anything, mine's gonna be Slinky because I'm fun for a girl and a boy.
So, have you always lived in Vegas, Eliza?
No, I just moved here last year.
From?
New Mexico.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We
Yes.
covered that.
We covered
Green
country
chili, you know.
Do you like Vegas? Do you like being here?
I love it. You know, it's way better than New Mexico. I mean,
Your family all in New Mexico?
yes, which is good for me. So, because
Yeah, New
they come
Mexico's
out
not
to
that
visit me,
far
but
from here, though. I mean, what is it?
yeah,
Like 8-hour drive, maybe, or something like that.
yeah. It was,
No.
they came out for Thanksgiving. It was about
It's
10
10 hours to get
Oh,
the other.
okay.
Yeah, it's.
So I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, but you know.
Well, it's close enough for them to drive and see you for a long weekend, and far enough to not be in your business, right?
Exactly.
Oh, look, I'm already getting cozy.
Look, it's the one without a handle that wants all the media. She's a media whore.
I think we're
No, see,
bonding.
if they're
We're
bigger than
bonding.
mine, I'm on them.
We're
That's the
bonding.
only
and they're
reason we're
bigger than
friends.
They are bigger than mine.
I like
Bonding.
that bra. That's very
Oh,
nice.
and I got panties matched up. Oh,
Woo! Woo! Where do you guys buy your lingerie? That's my biggest problem. Like,
LB,
what's that?
Lane Bryant.
I do too, but I never get like
That-
where.
this came- this
What
set-
Lane Bryant are you looking at? Because
Silver
I don't
Runner
find that
Silver
lingerie.
Runner
Which
Red.
one are you going
to a
to?
store? Okay, you're
One
not looking
I-
online.
Oh, no, not online.
Because I'm addicted to online shopping, and yeah.
But yeah, you could go to the stores and get the cute bras and panties that match.
Because, like-
places down on Sahara, like
Well,
up
like-
and down Sahara. That
Yeah.
Oh, those are all.
I like
stripper
Fredericks
looks
and
like
everything, but you can only go to certain ones to get plus sizes, and you know, certain of them aren't even really plus sizes. Like,
Well, yeah, if you go to a lot of those stripper places down
Right.
Sahara and Charleston, like their 3Xs, like would
medium.
fit my leg.
Yeah.
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 3X.
yeah.
Well, if you're an online shopper, then there are plenty of places online where you can get beautiful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's big
stuff.
girl bras. There's
Well, I mean, yeah.
big gals lingerie. There's
A lot of
Get with
times when
our-
I
get
get
with
it,
our
I mean, I have
fashionista.
to
She
buy
knows
the
almost all the
corsets
places.
multiple times to make sure they actually fit
Yeah, 'cause
me. and-
every manufacturer, you can be a size 44 in this size and then a 48 in another manufacturer.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's tough online because you do have to keep sending them back. I actually keep notes of, okay, if I buy from Glick, I have to buy bigger or so on
Right.
and so forth. If you buy from LB and places that are Catherine's, places that are big, then sometimes they run a little bit bigger, you can buy a little smaller size.
Well, I also like Lane Bryant because they fit your shape. Like they'll have like on their jeans the circle, the diamond, and whatever the square. You know, so just your body shape too. So it's designed differently because a lot of times, you know, we carry our weight in different spots.
Yeah.
Lane Bryant.
Lane Bryant, yeah.
Yep. Lane Bryant.
Oh,
Torrid,
Lane
Torrid
Bryant,
does
we
a
would love
similar
to,
thing.
you know, work with
I
you.
actually used to work for it. They stopped doing my clothes, and I was like,
Well, Torrid is getting
Well-
ready to move into another direction. Did we just talk about
Yeah,
that?
we talked about that last week. They're phasing out of their whole they're growing up, so they're getting out of their gothic phase and they're going into their early 20 hippies phase.
They're losing the hot topic influence. Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want this woman's hair right here. It is
I
so
know, man.
gorgeous. I'm just like, please. I could chop
Seriously?
that off and have it extended right into my hair.
She's my Barbie doll. Like when I first met her, I started doing her makeup and I made her go get her hair cut and we dye it and I mean she's my little Barbie.
So that's your hobby there, Eliza? Is prettying up all the girls around you? Your entourage?
I mean, if you guys check out at Modern Bird Prod, it's Modern Bird Productions. It's my photographer, and he does all of their pictures. And we do a lot, like, very pin-up, BBW pictures.
Do their
so-
makeup and hair?
I
and
do.
stuff
I
like
do
that?
their
Oh, that's
makeup and
awesome.
hair. I mean,
They did my Twitter.
yeah, I mean, just the girls look so great, and it just makes me happy, to encourage them in being satisfied with their bodies. Because for so long, even when I was considered perfect by society's standards, I felt fat. I felt ugly, and now, I feel amazing.
and tell me how you got. I mean, that's a huge transition, and I understand because I'm a fat girl who loves being fat. So I understand that. But how did you get from being How did your mind get from okay, I'm here and I'm skinny, but I feel fat, and then getting fat and going, yeah, I'm okay with myself.
It's one of those things that it takes a long time. It does.
12,000 Twitter followers telling you
Yes.
you're fucking perfect.
Ari, you are so right. The more people that tell you, the more you realize that, hey, maybe I am pretty. Yeah.
It's true.
Really this hot that okay, thank you.
But it takes a certain amount of confidence to put yourself in a position to start getting those compliments.
I think it takes a little bit of desperation. I think a lot of the girls have started out because they're looking for an option when, working at a 40-hour job that doesn't pay your bills and you're a slave to the workplace and everybody says porn takes advantage of women and it degrades women when in fact you go to work and you get treated like crap by your boss and you make shit pay and you can't feed your family and then everybody looks at you like you're bad. I'm sorry, that's kind of degrading as far as it, and I'd rather not be poor, so
Oh, so it's about money. I'm sorry, I thought it was about sex.
yeah.
Well, it's about-
It
You
becomes
gotta
about
like
sex.
sex. Yeah, you gotta
What
like
happens
sex. No,
is
I
the
know
girls
you-
get
I
in
know
it for the
people that
money,
don't like
and the
it,
people who
they're like-
stay are the ones who like sex. I mean, because the girls who get in it for the money, they retire the next year.
Stay. Yeah, they don't stay in the industry. They don't.
What did you say, Ari?
The ones that are in it for the money. They don't stay in the industry. They don't. They can't. They're not going to. They wouldn't have a reason to stay in the industry because you have to be in it because you enjoy sex. So you can market on that. If you don't enjoy sex, you won't stay in the industry.
Ari, where are you from with your cute little southern accent, girl?
South Carolina.
Ooh, weren't we just talking about that, Alexia? South
No, she was
Carolina?
talking about North Carolina.
North Carolina. That's
Now,
not
are
too
all
far.
you girls from Vegas? Now, how long have you been in Vegas?
Since FanFest.
Oh, okay. All
Yep.
right. You just came, loved it, and stayed, huh?
Yep, never left.
There you go.
I met Eliza
And are
and
you
stayed.
Vegas local?
I've been here
I know,
for
I kept
years,
her
so
here, you
yeah.
guys.
I was born
You
in
kept Ari here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
If
born
she
in.
wanted to go home, I said no.
No, you can't.
You are staying.
Like,
You're
sorry.
going to make it.
Have you ever thought about doing the whole dom thing there?
I do, actually.
Yeah,
on
yeah. I'm like,
Stiletto.
okay, because you're awfully bossy. It's hot. But
Right?
I'm just saying.
Stiletto.com. I'm actually not bossy at all. If you guys want
No,
anything,
right?
you tell me and I can't say no.
Yeah. Wow, that's like the complete
She's a
opposite of me.
sweetheart.
I love being a total.
I mean, I'll tell you what to do is in the fact that I think you should do this
Right.
because I'm like, I've been
wanna help
there,
you
I
out,
know what
yeah.
you should do, but if you don't do it, I'm not gonna not be your friend. You know?
Now, you got a lot of stuff going on coming up. First of all, you have been nominated for an AVN, which for all of those, that's huge because AVNs did not acknowledge us BBW girls.
It's
So
their
that's
first-
huge. It's their first year,
Right.
right? So is it a BBW category or how does that break
Right.
down?
Well, before they always said that BBWs could have been nominated for the fan categories, but we're so outnumbered by the mainstream models that nobody would ever
Barbie?
be able to nominate us, you know. And this year, a lot of more mainstream companies have been filming BBWs, so I believe they all thought it was, you know, appropriate to recognize us.
So it is a BBW. It's called like
It is.
BBW
It's
or-
BBW Performer of the Year.
Okay.
And every girl who shot for Hustler and Evil Angel is on that.
That's great.
So yeah, that's why there's so many of them, because we did all do a bunch of DVDs. So you know, but there's a lot of other really great girls who haven't shot for those companies, like Ari Fresco, who, you know, if she could have made it, she was going to shoot with Hustler, but she couldn't make it out. You know, who didn't get recognized this year, but I think that
But this is a
they
door
deserve
opening
it,
'cause
and
it's
this is a door opening. Yeah, right. I mean, it's pretty exciting. I went to AVN last year, and I thought that I would be recognized, or, you know, not recognized, but like pointed out because I'm fat. And most people were actually very, very nice, and they wanted to take pictures with me, and, you know, hitting on me, and all the girls love me, so I'm good at that.
How could you not hit on her? My God, you know. But you got something big time going on at AVN. I'm gonna let you announce
It's,
this. Drum
right
roll!
after AVN. I love meeting my fans. I mean, I do it all the time. It's the best way for me to get content when I don't have to pay male models who don't really want to fuck me anyways. You know, so
There
I
are
like
people that don't want to fuck you. Come on.
well, I mean, it's not.
Never. I
It's
don't
not
know.
like they ever have to jerk off to pop in a scene. But if they aren't really into me, whatever. I would rather have somebody who wants, you know, to be with me. So I am going to, you know, like a lot of companies have been coming at me with, I wanted you to do this scene and I want you to do this scene, but they don't have the right money for it, and I'm not going to take less than what I'm worth. So I decided to do my own gangbang.
Oh, good.
Yes, I have invited 40 of my friends, my fans.
So it's all fans.
Uh-huh.
Do you have all 40 lined up already?
I have about 140 people.
Oh, wow.
But they all need to get their paperwork and their testing done. So, you know, when it evens out, I'm sure that I will have the 40 guys.
Now, how do you prepare to fuck 40 men? Because my pussy already hurts just thinking. I'm serious. Is there exercises you do? Is there lotion?
Are you allowing them all to come to completion while fucking
Well,
you?
that's the thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Ari's going to be my fluffer. We're going to be live streaming this from our websites.
Live streaming?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So anybody who joins arifresco.xx.com or elizalor.com, you can see the full gangbang. Her site will be pointed camera on her directly the whole time
Fluffing.
of her fluffing.
Can
And
you
then
fluff
my
all the people,
site will be showing the rest of the gangbang.
She got 2 hands and a mouth.
No, bro, I'm like a gay man. I'm
Right.
really, like,
She's like,
no, you don't even know. I don't
Yes.
have to volunteer my husband because he
yeah.
has big fan and yeah, trust me, he.
That's good. I'd be happy about that. I mean, I need.
how do you
pick people?
All right. Okay. I want to get juicy about this.
Okay.
Because I
She
got,
plans on it.
I do what?
I said you plan on it. Getting juicy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch you to get juicy. Okay. So no, I want to know. Okay, so you decide to do this. You put it out to your fans. Okay. You get 140 men. Who Yay, girl, you go. Okay. So let's say after they're all tested, you get about 70 or 80 that are actually good to go.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pick?
You know, I really enjoy gentlemen. So if they are,
Nice.
unfortunately to say it, they're ghetto, if they seem stupid, if they, I don't know, I'm shallow when it comes to my men. I'm sorry. I love women. You have to be very special to catch my attention as a man. So
Really?
Yes.
You say you like women more than you like men?
I would say so. I mean, I feel like I'm polyamorous. Like, I like to date couples, but I'm always in the relationship with the female, and the man's just kind of there.
Very good.
You know, we need him to take out the trash and
pay the bills.
right,
pay the trash.
exactly. You know, let us drain his bank account, and you know.
Once in a while, an actual real.
Now, have you had like a romantic relationship like with a girl, like dated a girl?
Yeah, I mean,
Many times?
Since I was like 14, I've
Oh,
been
okay,
dating
cool.
women. It's just been something I know that I've always liked.
I want to go back to the gangbang.
Yeah.
You We do.
We all do.
I want to know how you plan on fucking 40 guys in a single
Okay, so
sitting,
that's what you're
basically.
asking. So what I plan on doing is dividing them up into groups. I have my VIP section. You know, my guys who want to pay $500 to fuck every single one of my holes in it, because it's free for everybody. But if you want to fuck me, you're gonna pay. You know, if you want to go
Alright.
crazy.
So if they just want to like bukkake kind of thing, they don't
yeah,
have to pay.
I'm gonna have a bukkake group. I'm gonna have a blowbang group.
Blowbang?
Yes, and then I'm gonna have my
Wait,
VIP
what's
group.
a blowbang group? You
It's just blowjobs.
Oh, you're just giving everybody blow.
Yeah.
Oh, your jaws are gonna hurt.
I'm gonna have a lunch line.
Yeah.
If you don't know what a lunch line is you lay down and you let all the guys eat your pussy. Just line up. And eat your
Oh, I
pussy.
am so about that.
So the first group is just they're gonna jack themselves up on you.
Yeah,
So you're not
I'm
gonna
probably
fuck
going
them for
to do that one last because I have a couple sub males who are going to clean up all the cum afterwards.
Oh.
I mean, this is a full-on fuck fest. When I say Eliza's gangbang, I mean it's a full-on fan fuck fest.
Are you close to taking new people on, or is there like
a
procedure people can go through to sign up for this?
I'm more than happy
Tell the
to,
fans out there
you
if
know.
they want to get on your fuckfest line list. How do they do that?
Well, currently I have my website. It is bbwsuncovered.com, and that website is where I have all the information on where you can join, if you want to donate to it, whatever you want to do. If you want to join my website so you can just watch it, purchase the DVD, it's all right there. And that website is actually going to be rolled out in a few months to anytime any of the girls from Plush Pass or any of the models that I work with, we're doing a photo shoot. You get to live stream the behind the scenes. So if you want to, during a photo shoot, say you want Ari to sit on my face. So the fans have more interaction with our videos that we're actually producing, which is going to make them want to buy it.
Right, right.
So, you know, I think it's a great idea, and that's what we're doing.
Again, how do you prepare for 40 guys?
I know. I tweeted it. I know that you are all about the lunch line.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Lick my pussy.
I'm on the same
Definitely.
line here. I really want to know, how are you going to handle all 40
Yeah,
dudes?
see, Sierra's like,
Wait, I thought it was 140 dudes.
No, 140.
it's gonna-
applied, but she's only doing 40.
Well, that's the thing. When I first started it, when I was talking to my photographer about it and everything, I was like, let's do 100 of my fans. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll do like 80 of them. And I'm like, well, maybe 50. And then I'm like, you know what? I can do 40.
What is the record? What is the record for the most in a gangbang?
I don't know.
I
As
wonder.
far as BBWs, there's only really been like 5, because I know Plumber Nation, who I've worked with, they do a lot of gangbangs with BBWs, but they only do like 5 or 6 guys. And mine, you know, it's gonna be crazy. So yeah.
But basically, you're gonna split them up into what, 4 groups, 10 apiece, or
Yeah, just
probably
I mean,
something like that.
Yeah, 10, 5. It depends on how many. The
So
guys'
first come,
personalities
first
and-
serve to what group you want to be in. You want to lick pussy. You want to jack off on her tits. You want to pay $500 and fuck.
Are you gonna do
That's
like
my asshole. That's the 500. You can still fuck me without paying, but if you want my ass, I'm sorry. That shit is, you know,
Hell yeah.
expensive.
Spokes. What was your question?
I forgot.
That's awesome. She's still trying to grab these 40 people.
I'm still trying to see, I have one guy, and he often fucks me into exhaustion, so I don't know how 40 of them.
So that doesn't happen with me.
Some of them are just gonna be jacking off, and she's not really gonna have to do much work.
That's still a lot of stuff.
And I have little Miss Ari over here, who is quite a vixen. I'm sorry, we are like the dream BBW team together.
Can you spell
we get
that
guys to
website
come
out
like
for
that?
us?
So
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, the bbwsuncovered.com's not going up anywhere.
That's what I get.
BBWsuncovered. RED. Whatever. .com.
That's what I have.
Really? Is it www? You got to put the www dot in front of it because
I
I didn't direct it properly because I'm not a smarty pants.
Okay. This is the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasOnNetRadio.com. We've got the beautiful Eliza Allure, Betty Boobs, and that's Bettie, by the way. You need to let people know. Airy Fresco, that's an E in the middle, and unknown. We'll be right back after this with the Nationwide BBW Club calendar.